Today, our viewer question is, could you please recommend some good things to eat for someone on an anti-inflammatory diet?
Oh my, that's important. And again, the conventional doctors, that phrase doesn't even mean anything. Anti-inflammatory diet, what are you talking about? But we now know that especially if a person has an active inflammatory disease, they've got red hot rheumatoid arthritis, they got red angry patches of psoriasis, they got ulcerative colitis, there's inflammation going in their body. You sure don't want your food stream feeding and fanning that inflammation. You sure don't want to be eating a bunch of fried foods and that's been cooked in hot oils and a bunch of processed food. And you don't want to be eating a bunch of animal proteins and animal foods in general. And saturated fats are pro-inflammatory. They turn on prostaglandins, etc., that feed inflammation. So the most important thing to do is yank out all those things and go on a whole food plant-based diet. Surprised that you're shocked that our advice starts with that. But again, first of all, whole food plant-based diet, where you don't want the vegan junk foods. You don't want a lot of fried and processed things, even if they're plant-based. So whole food, but absolutely plant-based. That alone will really start reducing the inflammation in the body. By first of all, what's not there, you've by definition taken out the meat and the dairy and the fried foods and all that kind of stuff. And now every salad, every bowl of vegetable soup floods your tissues with these antioxidants that quench free radicals, that turn off inflammatory reactions. You want omega-3 fats in dark green leafy vegetables, hemp seeds, flax seeds, etc., because they turn into anti-inflammatory prostaglandins. So you want to make sure you've got plenty of those seeds and walnuts every day for their omega-3s as well. So that goes a long way. There are anti-inflammatory spices that are antioxidant, turmeric, garlic, ginger, cloves. Those are helpful to use in your spices as well. As far as foods go, greens and berries are probably your best bet. You want to, of that whole food plant-based food stream, you want a big plate of something dark and green every day: kale, chard, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, bok choy, something dark and green. You want something yellow on that plate: carrot, squash, sweet potato, yams. Green and yellow should be part of that diet every day. And berries are remarkable foods, and you can now get them pretty much all year round. But blueberries and blackberries and raspberries, get them on your cereal, get them on your salads. They're really important as well. Fruits of all types are got to be helpful, and there's no acid forming fruits. Even the citrus fruits they break down to alkaline molecules as well. So if you do all these things, you pull out the obvious pro-inflammatory foods and flood your tissues with all these wonderful anti-inflammatory foods, and throw in a couple of these antioxidant spices when you can, when you're making a soup or a stew, then you've gone a long way towards dialing down all that inflammatory fire that's burning in your tissues. And often that's all people need to do. Gee, my joints don't hurt anymore. Gee, my skin cleared up. But if you do have to use any adjunctive therapy, medication or natural therapies or whatever, you'll find they'll work better as long as your diet is bringing that healing river of nutrients through your tissues based on those whole plant foods that grow out of the ground. So that's how to put the inflammatory fires out. So I wish you want to drink plenty of water and laugh as much as you can. That helps on every level as well. Hi everyone, Dr. Michael Klaper here, announcing our new format for our Q&A with Dr. K. Annie Hagen will be asking me one question that's been sent in by our viewers. So if you want to see if your question is getting answered, do join us for our Q&A with Dr. K right here. Hope to see you then.